For centuries, cultures around the world have relied on traditional herbal medicine. The advancements in the field of medicine have only taken place in the recent years. Prior to this, the world turned to natural healing procedures that included everything from the garden-grown herbs to flowers found deep in the forests. Despite medical and technological advancements of the modern era, the global demand for herbal remedies is on the rise. Welcome. You're listening to TALRadio powered by Touch a Life Foundation, and this is Foodology. I'm radio host Devansh, and on this show, I talk about the enormous world of a little word called food. With the incoming of hot days, shining sun, and the season of the lemonade, it is common that most of us can catch a flu in this seasonal transition period. And personally, I hate visiting doctors and them prescribing me all those bitter chemical medications. That is where I turn to my garden, or in fact, my kitchen. I would maybe prepare a concoction of green tea, ginger, pepper, and some honey. Many herbs contain compounds that can help treat diseases or help to ease their symptoms. In fact, some modern medicines have their origins in herbal medicines or herbal remedies. But what are these herbal medicines? Well, herbal medicines involve the medical use of plants to treat diseases and enhance general health and well-being. The plant parts used in herbal therapy include seeds, berries, roots, leaves, fruits, bark, flowers, or even the whole plants. Some herbs have potent or powerful ingredients and should be taken with the same level of caution as pharmaceutical medications and must never be swapped out for them, especially if you're on a treatment of any condition. It is very important that people do not self-diagnose any health condition. Any medication, whether that's herbal or pharmaceutical, should be taken under the supervision of a knowledgeable and a qualified practitioner. Products added to herbal preparations may also cause interactions. Be aware that natural does not always mean safe. It is important to tell your healthcare provider about any herb or dietary supplement that you are using, or the easiest way is to thoroughly research about it. Natural plant products have been used throughout human history for various purposes. At present, herbal products are being used to treat several health issues and conditions, as well as allergies, arthritis, migraines, fatigue, wounds, burns, skin infections, and even cancer. Once a patient is stricken with a chronic disease, physicians cannot ignore herbal medicines any longer, and hence will be more receptive and prescribe their patients with herbal medicines. In fact, the majority of the world still relies on traditional medicine, and even in industrialized countries, folk remedies are still used to treat illnesses every day. Take our ancestors, for example. They went to great lengths to retain their knowledge of medical and edible plants so that we may continue to use them. Although written records about these medicinal plants dates back to at least 5,000 years, with the Sumerians who described well-established medicinal uses of such plants. Archaeological studies have shown that the practice of these herbal medicines dates as far back as 6,000 years ago in Iraq and 8,000 years ago in China. Even though this art of herbology has been challenged by modern pharmaceutical medicines, it still remains the primary treatment option opted by a majority of the population. Traditional Chinese medicine has been used by Chinese people from ancient times. Although animal and mineral materials have been used, the primary sources of these remedies are botanical. Traditional Chinese medicine is still in common use. More than half of the population regularly uses these traditional remedies. Many of these herbal remedies found their way from China into the Japanese systems of traditional healing. Ayurveda is a medical system primarily practiced in India that has been known for nearly 5,000 years. It includes diet and herbal remedies while emphasizing the body, mind, and spirit in disease prevention and treatment. Not just medicines, during the latter part of the 20th century, increased interest in self-care resulted in an enormous growth in the popularity of these natural ingredients, including the use of herbal remedies. This has been particularly true in the US. People developed positive attitudes towards these products, in large part because they believe them to be of natural rather than synthetic origin. They are considered part of a healthy lifestyle, and they can help to avoid unnecessary contact with conventional Western medicine. Indeed, if you are someone who's familiar with the healing powers of natural ingredients, then you would understand why so many people swear by them. Even if you're not familiar with it, let me tell you. Here are some of the ingredients that are essential in herbal remedies. Ginger. Ginger is a commonplace ingredient in herbal medicine. You can eat it fresh or dried, though its main medicinal forms are as a tea or a capsule. Ginger first appeared in the southern parts of the ancient China. From there, it spread to India and the Spice Islands and the rest of the world. Europe saw ginger for the first time in the 1st century when the ancient Romans traded with India. When the Rome fell, Europe forgot about ginger until Marco Polo brought it again from his travels to the east. Ginger is used in many different ways, and for various reasons. Its primary use in the kitchen is like a spice. When it is young, it is juicy and fleshy, and often pickled in vinegar or sherry and eaten as a snack. Tea can be made from the pieces of the root which are steeped in boiling water and then can be mixed with honey. It can even be made into a wine if it is fermented with raisins and mixed or fortified with brandy. When left to mature, ginger is dry and can be made into a powder, which is then used as a spice or as an ingredient in gingerbread, cookies, crackers, and cakes. Even candies can be made out of ginger. Ginger is loaded with antioxidants, compounds which prevent stress and damage to your body. They may help to fight the chronic diseases like high blood pressure, heart diseases, and diseases of the lungs. Certain chemical compounds in fresh ginger can help to ward off germs. For example, gingerol, which is a natural component of ginger root. Eating ginger can cut down on fermentation, constipation, and other causes of bloating and intestinal gas. To get all the goodness of ginger, let the slices steep in hot water for at least 10 minutes to prepare ginger tea. In addition to tea, plenty of delicious recipes include ginger in the form of freshly grated, minced ginger root, ginger paste, or dry ginger powder. Use your creativity to incorporate this ingredient in sweet and savory recipes. The next ingredient I want to talk about is turmeric. Turmeric, sometimes called the Indian saffron or the golden spice, is a tall plant that grows in Asia and Central America. The vibrant yellow natural coloring of turmeric has also been used to dye clothing and thread for centuries. Curcumin is the active compound found in turmeric, and it has powerful biological properties. Ayurvedic medicine recommends turmeric for a variety of health conditions. These include chronic pain and inflammation. Western medicine has began to study turmeric as a pain reliever and a healing agent. This ancient spice, celebrated for centuries as both food and medicine, has resurfaced recently. It has actually been used medicinally for over 4,500 years. Analysis of pots discovered in India showed residues from turmeric, ginger, and garlic that dates back to as early as 2500 BCE. It was around 500 BC that turmeric emerged as an important part of Ayurvedic medicine. Marco Polo even mentioned turmeric in notes of his travels in China. Inhaling fumes from burning turmeric was said to alleviate congestion. Turmeric juice aided the healing of wounds and bruises, and turmeric paste was applied to all sorts of skin conditions, from smallpox and chickenpox to blemishes. In Indian culture, the importance of turmeric goes far beyond medicine. The Hindu religion sees turmeric as auspicious and sacred. Turmeric is recommended in a number of medical preparations. Though turmeric has been used as a favorite antibiotic and detoxic agent to cure burns, cuts, and eliminate foreign substances from the body. It is highly recommended to use in cooking for daily intake as a disease prevention measure, also for adding color and taste to the food. A daily intake of food with turmeric is something almost every Indian tradition recommends to control for the prevention of many body disorders and diseases. Scientists have proved that turmeric has properties that can work as antidepressants and can keep the blood sugar levels in check. The next time you're under the weather, you may want to sip some turmeric tea. Curcumin might also help you to fight off a variety of viruses. Turmeric also has abilities to ease joint pain, stiffness, and inflammation. Ginger, which is a well-known relative of turmeric, is a well-known natural headache remedy. It is no surprise that turmeric also gets recommended as a headache treatment. Next is chamomile. If you listened to last week's episode of Foodology, in which I talked about edible flowers, the healing properties of chamomile were featured. Chamomile has been used as a herbal remedy since the time of Hippocrates, the father of medicine, in 500 BC. Both the Egyptian and ancient Romans used chamomile in tea, creams, incenses, and other beverages. In Egypt, chamomile was prescribed as a cold remedy. In the modern era, nighttime chamomile tea is a staple for inducing sleep and combating insomnia. The word chamomile comes from the Greek word chamaimelon, which means small apple, precisely because this flower smells so similar to an apple. There are two main varieties of chamomile, German and Roman. German chamomile blossoms are smaller than their Roman counterparts. They can be mixed into oatmeal and other cereals. Fresh chamomile blossoms and leaves are also enjoyable in salads. The leaves are bitter, so make sure you use them sparingly. Chamomile's sweetness also make it well suited for dessert preparations such as ice creams and custards. It can make a great baking ingredient that works amazingly in cakes and other pastries. Chamomile is believed to be helpful in reducing and soothing muscle pains. They also soothe gastrointestinal inflammatory diseases. Topically applied chamomile may be able to speed up wound healing, and chamomile is often used to treat mild skin irritations, including sunburns, rashes, sores, and even eye inflammations. Research has proven that chamomile has ability to reduce anxiety and stress, both when used as a herbal remedy or in aromatherapy. St. John's wort. In the recent years, St. John's wort has been studied extensively as a treatment for depression. Today, St. John's wort seems to be popping up everywhere you look, from handcrafted herbal teas to medicinal pills. The plant is popularly used to treat depression, anxiety, and other conditions. There might be people who don't know what St. John's wort is. Well, the St. John's wort is a plant that has yellow flowers and is a weed in some parts of the US. It has been used for medicinal purposes in other parts of the world for thousands of years. This plant contains the active chemical hypericin, and this may be what gives the herb most of its efficacy. St. John's wort owes its name to the fact that it flowers at the time of the summer solstice, on or around St. John's Day on 24th June. It is native to Europe, West Asia, and North Africa. For centuries, the plant has been celebrated for its medicinal and therapeutic qualities. Indeed, it was administered as a remedy by the Roman military doctor as early as the 1st century AD and became popular in medicinal elixirs in Middle Ages meant to ward off diseases and demons alike. As a medicinal herb, the ancient Greeks used John's wort to treat ailments such as poisonous reptile bites, and they also used it for insomnia. The Greeks believed that this plant's smell would drive off the evil spirits. Today, it is most commonly used to treat depression and mental health related issues. It has been tried to help quit smoking, chronic fatigue, and can cure burning feelings in the mouth, migraines, and other types of headaches. An oil can be made from St. John's wort. Some people take this oil by mouth for indigestion, and some people apply this oil to their skin to treat bruises and scrapes, inflammation and muscle pains alike. It can also treat bug bites, nerve pain, and some diseases in which the skin loses its color. But applying St. John's wort to the skin can be risky, as it can cause serious sensitivity to sunlight. Next up is ginseng. Ginseng is a plant, and different varieties of ginseng root have been used as treatments in Asia and North America for centuries. Native Americans used ginseng both as a digestive tonic and to soothe headaches, whereas traditional Chinese medicine used ginseng to boost energy and vitality and also to manage diabetes. It has been a valuable and an important folk medicine in East Asian countries, including China, Korea, Japan, for more than 2000 years. One of the first written texts covering the use of ginseng were written in China in 196 AD. Today, the popularity of this ingredient has spread throughout the world. Fresh ginseng is harvested before 4 years, while white ginseng is harvested between 4 to 6 years, and red ginseng is harvested after 6 or more years. Ginseng has beneficial antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It may help to stimulate physical and mental activity in people who feel weak and tired, and act as a great energy booster. It benefits brain health, cognitive function, and memory. Ginseng protects the heart tissues against damage and prevents heart failure. It helps in the management of diabetes mellitus, high cholesterol levels, and high blood pressure, which are the risk for various other diseases. Ginseng also supports skin rejuvenation by reducing oxidative stress. It further reduces the free radical attack and protects the collagen. It is found that ginseng is effective against colon, gastric, and prostate cancers. Ginseng helps in reducing the size of tumor and prevents its spread to other parts of the body. Compounds present in ginseng lower the level of oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which play an important role in causing cancer. Ginseng powder is extremely versatile. You can use them in a lot of recipes and drinks. Some people even apply it topically to extract its benefits for the skin. These herbal remedies have truly transformed our world today, as many modern day pharmaceutical medicines have originated from these herbs. The next time you want to try out the benefits of these herbs, simply do your research, go into the kitchen and craft up something for yourself. And I guarantee you that you will be impressed by what you create. Thank you so much for sticking around with me on this episode of Foodology. This is radio host Devansh signing off. Hope you have a beautiful and a magical day ahead. See you soon.